So before I get into this WWE Hell in a Cell 2021 predictions, I first have to state something. Now, I was going to run this through a few more videos until I finally revealed the shocking confession, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. So, my previous video, not my Raw review, but before my Raw review, I posted Ryback is the GOAT. And the response to that video was exactly what I wanted. A lot of people, well, it was actually mixed reactions. Like, you had just some people that were like semi-agreeing with me, but at the same time, you obviously, had the people that were not happy with my video. As a matter of fact, I actually posted the video on Reddit, Squared Circle, and one guy even commented talking about how, oh, this was embarrassing to watch, and whoever made this should be embarrassed. And that was the reaction I was hoping for. That was the reaction I was gaining for, because obviously Ryback is hated by the wrestling community. And it just goes to show you that people can easily get worked. So with that being said, the Ryback video, the Ryback is the GOAT video, was simply for entertainment. Ryback is not actually the GOAT, okay? People, let's be real here, okay? Ryback is not the GOAT. If anything, who's the GOAT? I would say John Cena is the GOAT, well, in my opinion. But Ryback is not the GOAT. That video was strictly for entertainment purposes. It was to joke around, have some fun, have some laughs. If you still want to check out the Ryback is the GOAT video, go ahead, check it out on my channel. But after today, I won't do that much advertisement for it. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get into it with this WWE Hell in a Cell 2021. I don't know if I said this before, but man, I'm not a huge fan of gimmick pay-per-views. I think gimmick pay-per-views like Elimination Chamber, TLC, it kind of ruins, the match a little bit. And, Hell in a Cell was no different. And this pay-per-view, if I'm being honest with you, there's like two matches that I'm like really into. That really interests me, and that's the Last Chance Hell in a Cell match for the WWE title, and then the Universal Championship Hell in a Cell match. The rest of the show, it will probably be meh, so yeah. But anyways, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get straight into it. We're going to have Alexa Bliss versus Shayna Baszler. This whole Alexa Bliss, Lily Doll, shadow, whatever you want to call it, it's not been good. As a matter of fact, many people have said this what's the worst part of Monday Night Raw. And to a degree, yeah, man, because Alexa, and I'll give her credit, she's trying her best, but hopefully with Lily now in timeout, we won't see Lily no more. I got Alexa Bliss winning this one. With Shayna Baszler, I can't take her seriously anymore. It's so crazy to me how Shayna went from being this dominant, crazy person in NXT to dominating the Elimination Chamber match, and then she loses to Becky at Mania, and she just loses all this momentum, and now it's just like, I can't take her seriously anymore. Like, it's insane. To speaking out her opponents, to being freaked out by herself, it's insane. So Alexa Bliss for the W here. We have a singles match for the WWE SmackDown Women's Championships. Bianca Belair will defend her title against Bayley. That's pretty much what this feud has been about, just laughing. We saw Bayley laughing a lot. We saw Bianca laughing. Bayley and Seth was laughing. It's all this feud's really been, is laughing. But either way, I think this is going to be really good. I have Bianca Belair retaining her SmackDown Women's Championship. This is going to be a pretty good match. Honestly, if you want my honest opinion on what I think they're going to do with Bayley afterwards, they're probably going to put Bayley in the tag team division. Probably team her up with Carmella. I don't know, but I can see her going that route. But as for Bianca, I don't know who she goes up against. She could face Sasha Banks, but that would be like a SummerSlam match, rather than a Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But we're going to have to see what happens. All right, so we have another singles match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship. Rhea Ripley will defend her title against Charlotte Flair. Now, this match, I'm not really into this, and it's insane. Well, I mean, it's going to be a great match, don't get me wrong, but, like, the build toward it has been quite boring, if I'm being quite honest. This wasn't like their feud leading up to WrestleMania. Something tells me, as much as I want Rhea to win, something tells me that Charlotte is going to win the title here. Just something tells me that she's going to win the title here. So I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair to win the Raw Women's Championship. I know it sounds crazy, but honestly, I just feel like something just tells me that they're going towards that. So the next match. Now, one of these two might be the main event. Honestly, I could see the Universal title closing out the show. So we're going to go with Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre in a last chance Hell in a Cell match for the WWE Championship. If Drew McIntyre loses, he will never get a shot at the WWE title as long as Bobby Lashley is still WWE Champion. You know, man, I've been thinking about it for weeks. I want Lashley to win, you know, because Lashley's just been dominant. But seeing what happened on Monday Night Raw and just seeing what's been going on, something tells me they're giving this win to Drew. And if we go back to the last Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, I believe on the go-home show, before that show, Randy Orton pinned Drew McIntyre. And then what happened? Randy Orton won the WWE title. So, I don't know, man. Because I want to see Lashley versus Brock, but then at the same time, people are probably going to be like, well, Lesnar doesn't deserve a WWE title match. What has he done to deserve a title match, you know? So maybe I don't know, because they could still do Lashley and Brock. You don't need the WWE title. Like that whole match alone is money. Let's be real here, and we all know how Vince is loving that money. So I'm gonna go with McIntyre to win here. Honestly, I think McIntyre is gonna win here. In our main event, Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio for inside Hell in a Cell for the WWE Universal Championship. Now, I know a lot of people wanted to see Roman versus Jimmy Uso with Jay as a special guest referee. And don't get me wrong, that would have been dope to see, like, really, like, another step into the story that is the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. But at the same time, this ain't bad either. I mean, Reigns and Rey never faced each other, except the only time they had any confrontations were like tag team matches. And I like this story because it's family versus family. Roman with the Tribal Chief, Rey with his son Dominic and their story, their bloodline. This is about family, and that's what I love about this story. It's about family. Yes, Roman is gonna beat the hell out of Rey Mysterio. Well, Rey's gonna get a chance, but Rey's not gonna win. Roman's gonna win, and it's just gonna be good. This is gonna be a good match, a storytelling. It's gonna be great, guys. I'm really looking forward to this match. So I got Roman Reigns winning this one. Anyways, guys, that has been my WWE Hell in a Cell 2021 predictions. If you guys have any video ideas, because I'm down to do any video ideas, just put your video ideas in the comment section. I'll be glad to do them when I can. But subscribe to the channel, like, and so yeah.